I want to know your history. Tell me your history.
Let's give back my card.
You seem to have forgotten. Have you forgotten Savi? Do you know how we embarrass Savi?
There's no need.
Have you forgotten how we embarrass Savi? No, you seem to forget.
Wait, let him land. Let him land.
He's not going to land. You seem to forget. You seem to forget. Let me remind you.
Yes.
Let me remind you. Do you know Savi embarrassed you in the Champions League?
Oh.
Just like the biblical reference, many are called, but few are chosen. So also, many will invest, but few will cash out. Now, are you chosen to cash out? I am a chosen. But the real question is, who are you? Welcome to the Boom Show, where we help you make the big bucks. On this show, we help you become the chosen. With our in-depth analysis and our sure picks, we help you smile to the bank. My name is Yinka, and I'm the leader of the Boom Squad. Today, I have one familiar guest and one unfamiliar guest. But I've brought them to come and cook, majorly to come and cook themselves. You do good to stay with us till the Master Banter session. But before we go on, let me introduce my guest on the show today, Fabian, investor par excellence.
Thanks for having me again. I'm always loving to come here.
Yeah, thank you, Fabian. And a first timer on the show. You better calm down. Mr. Khalifa, the man from Camp Nou.
Yes.
The messy man.
Yes.
I hope you people, I hope somebody beat, because these days, like say you now they try lose. Something will just happen from somewhere. You will come back, beat everybody. Welcome to the show, Khalifa.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so quickly, we have some very interesting games. Very interesting games this match day. First on the list, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. For the life of me, I never ever thought that that fixture was going to be one that, we'll have to speak on, Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. But both of them are high flyers in the league right now, especially Nottingham Forest. It's almost like Nottingham Forest is looking at the league and not telling anybody. I'm sure that in some quarters at Nottingham Forest, they'll be like, let Liverpool and Arsenal, let them mess up now. Do you understand? So, Bournemouth also, they've been in spectacular form. Very impressive. Currently, they're on an 8-game unbeaten run. They are beating anybody, they are getting the draws. We are snatching draws where they are beating people. Now, those two super impressive, if you like, underdogs, because that is what they are at the beginning of the season. Nobody expects them to fly high, this high. Those super flying underdogs, Bournemouth versus Nottingham Forest. Let me start with you. What is the surest pick for that game?
So, my prediction for that game is a draw.
Straight draw.
Yeah, straight draw. Why? Is because, for the past 5 games, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest, it seems they understand each other. Out of 5 games, they have 3 draws and 2 wins. So the 2 wins came from Bournemouth, right? But then this season, I don't think Bournemouth will want to succumb to the power that Nottingham Forest has. In as much as the 2 underdogs are, they're giving it band for band, but then Nottingham Forest is still like a little bit superior. We were looking at the league table, right? But then Bournemouth is not yet to literally play with anybody. I mean, they beat Newcastle at home, and Newcastle beat us now. I wonder why they're laughing. So Bournemouth is superior. So to me, straight draw.
Fabian, what do you think?
Nottingham Forest has been one of the most impressive teams this season, especially one of their standout Nigerian players. That is Ola, And left to me, if I'm to look at that match, I would say an away win or draw for Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest away, so you don't think Bournemouth can actually win that game?
Bournemouth only usually impress when they meet a big team, because they tend to play from break. They do a counter-attacking football. So, and Nottingham Forest is also a team that defends and do counter-attacking football. So Bournemouth is at home; they want to be comfortable to play out. So.
Okay. Okay. So, Nottingham Forest to win or draw?
Yes.
Straight draw. Liverpool versus Ipswich. Our league leaders versus Ipswich. Ipswich, they got thumped by Manchester City. 6-0. But Liverpool also in the first leg of this particular tie, they beat Ipswich. That was in August. Yes, in August. And that was their I think that was the first game for Arne Slot. Yeah. Okay. So Ipswich, of course, they've taken learnings away from that first leg. They were beaten at home. Now they are going to Anfield. Liverpool Ipswich. What do you think is sure to happen in that game?
Well, Liverpool wins, and in fact, over 4.5.
Over 4.5 what?
4.5 goals, right? Because
what's happening here?
Ipswich losing to Man City 6-0 doesn't mean they will literally probably make changes to what they do. I mean, it will be too early, too late, right? This is Liverpool. This is Anfield. It's literally much you can do. A lot of people have been there and they got demolished. I mean, Man U still has pictures this weekend. But it's Ipswich. I mean, they're actually playing good football too. They get to score, and that's why I'm actually giving over 4.5 because I'm having a feeling that it will be a good match, right? So that's why I'm doing Liverpool, but then over 4.5.
So you are saying it will be a cagey affair? I can live with that, but over 4.5 goals.
Yeah.
Okay. Fabian, do you agree with this? Do you agree with this guy? This guy is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is happening to this guy.
There might be a lot of goals, but that's really a lot because Liverpool struggles against teams that defend deep, especially McKenna. McKenna is somebody who defends so deep. So I would say most goals in the second half.
Most goals, second half.
Yes.
Liverpool Ipswich. Okay. Wolves versus Arsenal. Arsenal blew a 2-0 lead against Aston Villa in their last game. Wolves are at home, but they are not really, impressive, after they lost Neto. And some quarters are even saying that Cunha might, make a switch to the Emirates. So all of that. And in times past, we've seen players that are linked to clubs, and when they meet those clubs, they actually perform. It's more like an audition. So, it's something that happens in the Premier League a lot. Wolves versus Arsenal. Arsenal, they need to get back on track. They need that 3 points ASAP. They need to bounce back, especially after beating Dynamo Zagreb in the Champions League. And it was a very convincing victory. But do you think they can also go to the Molineux and beat Wolves at home? Or what is the best pick for that game?
Wolves has given, they've gotten some impressive results against the Big Six this season.
They have.
This season. So I would say that match is a both team score.
Both teams to score.
Yes.
Looks like it. What do you think?
Arsenal to win, most definitely. The last 2 games, Arsenal won.
Arsenal to win.
Yeah, and then even Wolves team, they did score. So, yeah, Arsenal to win. But the funny fact is that Wolves has gotten more corners in their game so far this season, even more than Arsenal. And all of us are thinking Arsenal is corner FC. So I think Wolves is, but they just don't have the results to show for it. But so I think Wolves. Arsenal to win, and then corners probably over 8.
Over 8.5 corners. I think I go with the corners because in Arsenal's last 4 matches, they've had over 7.5 corners. I think against Zagreb, they had 10 corners. Arsenal alone. So, but the corner FC, please don't say that thing again. Freiburg versus Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich lost 3-0 in their last Champions League game. Embarrassing. I mean, nobody saw it coming. For the life of me, I think a lot of people, it was the tsunami ticket. It was a tsunami in the tickets for that game day. It was crazy. So, but now they are going to Freiburg. They need a bounce back win. Bayern, they are not a team to lose 3 on the trot and all of that. So, what is the best? Let me start with what is the best pick for that game? Bayern Munich, Freiburg versus Bayern Munich.
Crazy.
Freiburg are at home.
Yeah, crazy to be honest, because Freiburg is 8, Bayern is first, and it used to happen like that when people are trying to fight for their slots in Europe. They're not getting to Champions League, probably Europa League. So
at this time of the season,
at this point, they for me, if I can say a correct score of around 3-1, but then if I'm to predict, I'll say Bayern to win, both teams to score.
Bayern to win and both teams to score, or Bayern to win or
together.
Bayern to win and both teams to score. Okay. Damola, do you agree?
Number one thing I know is if Bayern is going to wants to be serious this season, they need to sack company. It's not about style of play, playing like Guardiola kind of thing. He doesn't have that mentality to put it in the team. When he needs to get the results, he doesn't. So a team like Freiburg is someone that you need to be scared about. So for me, I would say Freiburg to score. That's over 0.5.
Freiburg over 0.5.
Home team.
Hey, home team. But what do company do? Company to get Napoli versus Juventus. You see, that game is almost funny, but Napoli, Juventus, they are on one funny run, 13 draws and 8 wins. I mean, of course, unbeaten is unbeaten. Like, for Juve, yeah. But then they are going to Napoli, and Napoli can beat anybody. I mean, what is the best pick for that game? Knowing that Juventus too, they don't want to relinquish their good run. So what is the best pick and safest pick for that game?
Like I said the last time I came to this show, I believe Napoli is Antonio Conte is someone that usually is always scared when he plays big teams. That's why he doesn't perform in Champions League matches, and he has never won a Champions League. I don't think he has even got to semi-final before.
That's
like quarter-final or second round. For Napoli and Juventus, Morata is their new coach. Morata, what's his name?
Morata.
Morata, not Alvaro Morata. The former Barcelona and former.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's their new coach, and he's more of a defensive kind of person, and he can adapt to whatever style of play he wants. So I would say that match is under 2.5 goals.
Under 2.5 goals.
Yes.
Napoli Juventus under 2.5 goals. What's your pick, Khalifa? Juventus to score 10 goals. Because I don't understand your pick so far.
But then, that match is definitely Napoli win or draw. Why? Is because I don't think actually Napoli can beat Juve, but just to be on the safe side, that's how we do the win or draw. I think Napoli is on in the last 5 games. Win. Juventus is doing win, draw. So yeah, but Napoli wants to really make a statement this year. They want to win the league, like they did 2 seasons ago with Osimhen, even though he's not there. So, but then the issue is that the attack is not that fast any longer. They've lost one of the players to PSG now, and that used to be one of the. In fact, that was the best player.
Who was that?
When Osimhen was
that guy down.
So I don't think.
Oh, that deal has finally gone through.
Yeah. So I don't think they have that attack to pierce the Juve defense. But then those who be on the safe side,
win or draw.
Napoli win or draw.
But they have Lukaku. Manchester City versus Chelsea. In the Aguero days, this used to be I beg, go and sit down. Do you understand? It used to be 5-0 in the Manchester City Aguero days, but recently we have Cole Palmer now. We have, what is the surest? Chelsea, surprisingly, they've won just one of their last 11 games against Manchester City. Surprisingly, but right now they are doing better than Man City in the league. Are they doing better than Man? They are doing better than Man City in the league. Man City. So they are, they are winning games, better. Against what happened to Man City towards the end of last year, their giveaway era. So, but now Chelsea is going to the Etihad. Manchester City, they just thumped Ipswich 6-0 away, but Chelsea is coming to their home now. So, what is going to happen for that in that game for sure?
It's going to be a thriller. It will be different
from Michael Jackson.
It will be different from what happened when they first met this season. Man City beat them 2-0 at the bridge. So yeah, it will be different. And I think there is a future like this last season, 4-4. Oh, it was a classic. I think one of the biggest games.
Last season.
So it will be both teams to score, but Man City to win. I mean, we know Man City to always concede. So both teams to score. So let me say Man City win. Then both teams to score.
Man City win and both teams to score. Fabian, what do you think?
I support him with the both teams to score. But Man City is not a certain team that you'd say can win any match nowadays because their defense is still leaking. They still have a problem with their defense.
It's leaking like Man U.
That's why Guardiola has been panic buying recently. They've been panic buying recently. So I think both teams to score is a safer bet.
Both teams to score. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the Master Banter session, where I give my guests a topic and they go head to head. They roast each other.
Right.
Take no prisoners. Blood for blood, aura for aura, shaki for shaki, momo for momo. Are you guys ready for today's topic? Are you guys ready? Okay, so today's topic is Madrid versus Barcelona. You are going to go head to head on who has had the best 11. I want to say winning 11. Best 11 of all time. Best 11, most formidable 11, starting 11 of all time. Who wants to go first?
Where did Madrid go first? It's not as if they have anything to say about it, but let them go first.
Okay, Madrid, let's go.
Yeah, definitely, I would say it's Madrid. It's obvious. It's obvious it's Madrid because Madrid has been the one carrying Spain and representing the whole of Europe since 1939. Because Madrid has always been there. Those days where Barca will fall short, Madrid will carry the team on the shoulders. Right now, Madrid don't even get hunchback because Barca enter semi-final for Champions League. It's been long. And they almost sat Hansi Flick. But Ancelotti, based on the elder brother, he has to just give him those results so that you look as if he's doing something. From being 9 points ahead of Madrid, now 7 points behind, just from October to January. So
So Real Madrid is the senior brother of Spanish football.
Of course, now
they have had the best 11 all time.
Of course, any this thing from the goalkeeper to the striker, man for man.
What do you have to say to that?
I wonder. Best team in the world, best first 11 that has never recorded the treble. Best 11 that probably in the season they come out with just 1 trophy, 2 trophies. I know. I mean, in just the span of 3 years, Barcelona literally won everything in just 3 years. Almost like 11 to 12 trophies. That means averagely 4 per season.
It's 3 years your history. It's 3 years your history. I want to know your history. Tell me your history.
Let's give back my part.
You seem to have forgotten. Have you forgotten Savi? Do you know how we embarrass Savi?
There's no need.
Have you forgotten how we embarrass Savi? No, you seem to forget.
Wait, let him land. Let him land.
He's not going to land. You seem to forget. Let me remind you.
Yes.
Let me remind you. Do you know how Savi embarrassed you in the Champions League?
The same Savi that beat you 4-0 at Santiago Bernabeu.
That's an head-to-head. It's a normal thing.
It's a normal thing.
Yes. The fact that Las Palmas beat you, does that mean it's better than you?
No, that's just 2-1.
No, the fact that Las Palmas beat you, does that mean it's better than you?
He even score. So Savi did it, and then when he was leaving, he gave Hansi Flick like, okay, this is it. When you get to
it is a normal thing. We go do you welcome back. By the time we do you welcome.
What's the point of renovating your stadium?
When you come to a new city, you have to do a welcome package. Next season you will see. That's the same way Savi did. Savi won his first 2 El Clasico. Then afterwards, we went on how many matches unbeaten? 5 matches winning straight wins.
No, that's
5 matches. 5 matches straight. 5 matches. I'm going to count it for you. You want me to count it for you?
It was 4.
4-1, 3-2, 3-2, 3-1, 3-2.
Who don't miss like that?
Barcelona. That P2 was 1. So let's goalkeeper. I'm putting on Victor Valdes. I'm putting on Casillas.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to 2.
I'm listening to you. I've given my Casillas.
Right defender. Oh yeah.
That is Daniel Alves. I mean, by a long man.
Oh, that one that I borrowed from Sevilla.
I didn't borrow him. I bought him.
You borrowed him from Sevilla.
I bought him now. What did I borrow? I paid.
I'm very sure you people now don't they collect.
Who are you using to counter? Who are you using to counter him?
I will counter with my Carvajal. Dani Carvajal.
How?
The highest Champions League number 2 in the whole world ever history.
Okay, so are we using Champions League as the only achievement?
Yes, that's the highest trophy any player can win in the whole world.
Club level.
Club level.
Yes.
Oh, that's okay. So he has that. Then Dani Alves has more Way
More
trophies.
More Champions League.
No, double trophies. Like
More-
he has
more
over
Champions League.
Wait, what's wrong with you people? You Madrid people. It's only Champions League you used to say.
Yes,
Wait, see
put
the
your
happen.
Champions League
Put subjects on the table.
Who subjects on the table?
If you are
You
talking
say
of,
put your
if you are
Champions.
talking of the most, it's just like you are comparing dollar to naira. If you are saying more value now, you say dollar. You come and say naira. Naira for dollar. Who they talk that kind of thing?
Okay, so Champions League now. We don't hear now. Yeah, it's more like every time Messi more the
I just give respect. I just give respect to Puyo. Even not that, I've
When
contacted
last-
Puyo. Puyo, who is Puyo?
Wait, let me make this easy for you.
To where Cedric Ramos
MSN.
is.
Who had MSN?
Not me now.
MSN versus BBC.
Yeah.
So which of the, because I'm talking about squad now, you are bringing blood from MSN versus BBC. What was which
BBC had more trophies than
which
MSN.
attack had more potency?
BBC had more trophies than MSN.
You are sure?
Very, very sure.
That's not true.
BBC had more trophies than
That's not
MSN.
true. Oh yeah, like
BBC
three
had-
Champions League. Abi.
What do you mean by 3 Champions League?
Okay, how many?
You
Okay,
seem
4,
to-
1 and 3. 4.
Which 1 and 3? You seem to have forgotten,
Okay,
brother.
now, who else again?
You seem to have
Which
forgotten.
Champions League again?
2014, 2016, 2017,
18.
2018.
Uh-huh.
4 Champions
What
League.
did I just say?
How many did you MSN
What
win?
did I just
How
say?
many did you MSN win?
1.
Ah.
You know what you're missing? You're missing the fact that football is actually an art. Like when the likes of Pele,
Football is
Maradona-
about trophies.
Philosophy.
No, football is
Philosophy.
Football is about
Let me tell you something.
trophies.
When the likes of Pele,
Football
if
is
you don't talk
about
about trophies,
trophies.
that means you're saying that Pele is better
What
than
was
Pele.
was Alex Ferguson playing beautiful football? Remind me.
Ah, yes, it was.
No, it was not.
What it was?
It was not.
The Bayern Man
It
U Champions League
was
final
not.
and Barcelona was beautiful football. They came down. they were losing,
I simply
and
said,
they literally they
said
played mad counter attack. You know what I like? The reason why I don't know beautiful football is that Madrid is just go. You know, you guys do have tactics. It's just about individual brilliance. Let Rodrigo close so that he can score against Chelsea. You're hoping Benzema can knock this ball and you win. And then as much as they're raising our eyebrow, I mean, we got all that gimmicks. It was just like a facade. All this pure. Football is an art. You need to wow your audience. Not when you win a game and then reporters are everywhere. Oh, be sure that Ronaldo was offside.
Okay. I get you now. I get you now. When the fans now say, that team they play beautiful football, but they lose. That's the kind of thing. Losers mentality. You have to put the mentality in your team. Win at all costs. Win at all costs. That is Madrid for you.
Wait.
You apply it in your everyday life.
Wait. So now you are saying that Barca has the best winning 11 of all time.
Oh yes.
Madrid has the best winning 11 of all time. We'll leave that to our audience. We have a poll online. Please go and check and go and let us know what you think. Yeah, welcome back to the Rapid Fire segment. Before we go, you guys know what Rapid Fire is. I just give you the games, you give me the picks. Before we go on to the segment, guys, remember that the Boom Show is proudly sponsored by Betwinner, the home of true champions. Guys, quickly, Brighton Everton.
To be honest, Brighton to win. Brighton's at home. That home advantage will count. So Brighton to win and probably under 4.5.
Brighton to win and under 4.5 goals. Brighton Everton.
Brighton Everton. That'll be under 1.5 halftime.
Under 1.5 at halftime. Southampton versus Newcastle.
Newcastle to win and over 1.5.
Newcastle to win and over 1.5.
Southampton, both teams to score.
What?
Southampton and Newcastle, both teams to score.
Okay, both teams to score. PSG rhymes.
So PSG to win. PSG to win both halves.
PSG to win both halves. PSG rhymes.
PSG straight win.
PSG straight win. Monaco versus Rennes.
Win or draw, Monaco.
Monaco win or draw.
Under 2.5 full time. Under 2.5 goals full time.
Como Atalanta.
Atalanta to win. Win either halves.
Atalanta to win either half. Against Como. I don't want. You can have that one. I don't want.
Okay, so Atalanta to win.
Atalanta to win. Straight win Atalanta. Okay.
Como is at home.
Yes.
Como to score over 0.5.
Wow. Como over 0.5. Casapia versus Benfica.
Benfica to win. Benfica over 2.5.
Over 2.5 goals. Entire game or Benfica.
For Benfica.
Benfica it's alone over 2.5 goals.
Yeah.
I know your house.
Benfica straight win.
Benfica straight win. Sporting versus Nacional.
Oh, Sporting CP. Yeah, Sporting. Do you understand? Sporting to win and about 2.5.
Sporting to win and total game about 2.5. What do you think?
Sporting to score 2 goals at least.
Sporting to score at least 2 goals. Sporting over 1.5.
Yes.
Okay. Celtic versus Dundee FC.
That's
Yeah. I know.
but I mean Celtic is at home. But Dundee. Let's say Dundee to win it half.
Dundee to win in the half. Okay.
Celtic will win the match. Straight win.
Celtic straight win.
Celtic straight win.
Galatasaray versus Konyaspor.
Galatasaray.
Because of Osimhen.
Galatasaray always concede. Go teams to score.
Both teams to score. Hey. Crystal Palace versus Brentford.
Brentford to win. Yeah, Brentford is away. Brentford to win. Brentford to win over 1.5.
Brentford to win and over 1.5.
1.5, yeah.
You might have to drop your international passport with me because of this.
Brentford.
What do you think?
Crystal Palace Brentford over 8.5 corners.
Crystal Palace versus Brentford
Over 8.5 corners.
over 8.5. The entire game.
Yes, the entire
Over 8.5 goals. Oh,
Corners,
sorry.
corners,
Over 8.5 corners. AC Milan versus Parma.
AC Milan to win.
Straight win.
AC Milan, yeah.
AC Milan.
AC Milan over 1.5 goals.
Because I wanted to reject AC Milan over 0.5
Over
goals.
1.5 goals.
Lecce versus Inter Milan.
Inter Milan to win and also over 1.5 goals.
Inter Milan to win and over 1.5. The entire game over 1.5 goals. Inter alone. Okay. Lecce versus
Inter and over 2.5 goals. Inter to win and over 2.5 goals.
The entire game over 2.5
Yes.
goals. Atletico Bilbao versus Leganes.
Atletico win or draw.
Atletico Bilbao win or draw. What do you think?
Atletico win to win. Atletico Bilbao to win.
Atletico Bilbao to win.
Yes.
And finally, Rayo Vallecano versus Girona.
That game, let's just put it as over 1.5 to be honest, because that both of them are there's something between them.
Over 1.5 goals.
Yeah, 1.5 goals.
What do you think?
Over 3.5 booking points. It will be a very, very rough match.
Over 3.5 cards. Or booking points.
Booking points.
Booking points.
You're welcome back to You Sabi Ball segments. And I like this segment very much because as it is, I am the most qualified in the studio right now when it comes to football knowledge. And that's why I have the right to question the football knowledge of the guests we have on the show. Earlier in this episode, we saw how they were going head to head and spitting facts about Madrid and Barcelona from the inception of when Real Madrid and Barcelona was created. But all those ones are just story. So this is the time to find out whether they actually know what they are saying or not. When did you start watching football?
1996 Olympics.
1996 Olympics.
Atlanta 96.
Atlanta 96. How old were you then?
I was 6.
You're 6.
Yes.
Good. When did you start watching football?
99.
1999. Okay. So we're going to test your football knowledge. And as usual, you already know that there's something at stake. I will not say it, but there's something at stake. So you have between questions 1 to 20. Who's going first?
I can go first. 10.
10. Who scored the decisive penalty in the 2006 FIFA World Cup final?
Oh, okay. Zidane.
No, only Zidane.
Fabio Grosso.
Okay. You know all the football. Okay. I'm coming to you next. You got it wrong.
Okay.
What number are you going for?
I'll go with number 9.
Number 9. Which Nigerian club is nicknamed Saima Sugida? You Sabi Ball.
Nigerian Football Club.
Nigerian Football Club is nicknamed Saima Sugida.
Kano Pillars.
Something's going on here. Kano Pillars is correct.
11.
Number 11. Which club did Zlatan Ibrahimovic play for when he scored his famous bicycle kick against England? I'll give you a hint. It happened in 2012. It was a friendly match. Which club did Zlatan play for
AC Milan.
when he scored his famous bicycle
AC Milan.
kick? He's standing fan. He's not the AC. You got it wrong. It's PSG.
From Inter PSG, AC Milan before PSG.
You go and study football small. You don't know. You know ball, but you don't know that you don't know ball like that.
Okay.
What question are you going for?
Number 6.
Number 6. Who captained the Super Eagles during Nigeria's first World Cup appearance in 1994?
Stephen Kechi.
Stephen Keshi. You know ball. Eh? Your integrity is at stake.
Very, very.
Your experience is at stake. You need to defend it. This is 3-0 now. You have one more chance to come back.
Okay.
What number are you going for?
20.
Number 20. I love it. Which team won the highest scoring match in Nigerian Premier Football League history? They defeated their opponents 9-0. Last chance.
Yes.
They scored 9-0 in that game.
Canopy.
No, they can't class. It's Canopy OP. It's Kwara United. Well, this beating is hot. Oh.
Very, very.
Final question now.
I'll go with number 3.
Number 3. Which Nigerian player scored a brace for Leicester City in their historic Premier League winning season?
The Nigerian that scored a brace
for Leicester City in their historic Premier League winning season. This one is too easy. It's too easy.
Iheanacho.
Last chance. He's gone. He's Ahmed Musa.
Oh, they signed him after the season.
He played during preseason. I think he was against. He was against Barcelona in preseason. Yes, I say in the Premier League winning season.
Okay,
you want to challenge my football knowledge? Next week, come and sit down here. Last chance to at least get 1 point. At least 1 point. Go home with something.
Okay, let's do 18.
Number 18. You do not see number 1 to 10. You do not see 10 to 15.
I did 10.
Okay, number 18. Okay, this year. Which club has the record for the longest unbeaten home run in European football?
Chelsea.
I'm not surprised. Which club has the record for the longest unbeaten home run in European football?
European football, not Premier.
In European football. Let me help you. They had a 121 game unbeaten at home.
I hope it's not this people. Real Madrid.
Off the camera, off the lights. It's okay. This man is Real Madrid.
Is Real Madrid?
Yes, now.
Hey, that's what I just said now.
You said hope is not. You're not sure.
You are not sure.
No.
You are not sure.
I know I've seen it before.
This man.
I just look at
This
it
man does not sabi ball, but it's understandable because is your rival, so you really don't need to know such information.
I saw that nonsense that you were doing. What is this?
Real Madrid went 121 games unbeaten between 1957 and 1965. Well, on that note, we know who Sabi Ball now. So you say
Barca fans don't know ball now. I don't talk about.
Yes, that was very fun section with in the You Sabi Ball segment. We are back to analysis. A couple of games before we call it a wrap on the show. Let's start with Fulham versus Manchester United. Wait, before you Manchester United, I don't know what's happening to them. They are selling off players, and they're not. It does not look like anybody's coming in, but they are not getting results. Their fans are triggered all over social media, with Onana doing his stuff. I like Onana. I'm a very big fan of Onana.
He's celebrating milestones.
Always
every
in
match day, so.
Oh, he's a celebrant.
He's a celebrant.
Every match day, Onana is a celebrant. What do you think is going to happen again?
I'm actually a big fan of Amorim because of this kind of football and the mentality he instills in his player. I'll keep saying it. Sports is about mentality. It's not about tactics. It's not about anything. You can have all the tactics in this world. If your players don't have the right mentality, they will not carry out what you want on field.
Ancelotti Pro Max.
A Fulham to score 1 goal.
Fulham over 0.5. What do you think?
I think Fulham will win. I think you should have waited to the end of the season before joining Man U. It was a great mistake joining January where you don't have pre-season to analyze properly. Who do I need? Okay. I mean, if Hansi Flick had done the same thing in Barca, I don't think he would have been doing whatever he's doing now because he tested properly enough. And now look at it, he's humbling his rivals and there every time. So Fulham to win. And then let's just do over 6.5 corners.
Fulham to win.
Yeah, Fulham to win straight win and over 6.5.
Valladolid versus Real Madrid. Real Madrid have been impressive. They've been on a very, very impressive run. Before the Madrid man speaks, what do you think is going to happen?
Madrid's going to win.
Hey, see counts now.
No, I think it doesn't really matter. Madrid's going to win. Madrid's going to win comfortably, to be honest. Yeah.
I would say Madrid to win.
Madrid to win.
Yes, and over 2.5.
Okay. Before we do finally, Dortmund versus Werder Bremen. I picked this game specifically because I want to hear what you guys say. Dortmund have been on a crazy
win.
This Dortmund to win.
Dortmund to win. Dortmund is going to win that match.
Against Werder Bremen.
Yes. Dortmund is at home, right?
Yes, they are at home.
And they've sacked their coach, so yeah.
And so that new coach bounce is still out right now. I know they had issues during the Champions League where they lost a lead, but still Dortmund to win.
Dortmund to win against Werder Bremen.
Yes.
What do you think?
We can pick Dortmund win or draw.
Dortmund win or draw. Finally, Barcelona versus Valencia. Barcelona are unbeaten. In 11 games against Valencia.
To be honest, I'm a very, very biased person concerning Valencia. I want that team to relegate this season. I want them to relegate this season.
What did they do to you?
They are one of the most classless clubs in the whole of La Liga.
Are you sure this is not about tickets?
No, it's not about tickets. They are classless, but in terms of races, chance, and all of that. Like you said, 11 matches unbeaten.
Yeah.
So
Barcelona straight win.
Barcelona to win and over 3.5 goals. Yes.
Hey, Yoko. What do you think? Over 9.5 goals.
Barcelona to win over 3.5 goals.
Barcelona to win and over 3.5 goals. And with that, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the show. Thank you, guys, for staying with us to the end. The Boom Show is proudly sponsored by BetWinner, home of true winners. And don't forget that if you're a first-time sign-up user on BetWinner, using our code The Boom Show, you stand a chance to win 200% on your first deposit. To play other games like casino, sporting games, and all of that. Thank you, Fabian. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You're looking at me like that. Thank you, Fabian. Thank you. When next to call you on the show, you gladly oblige us. And guys, don't forget, we always have something for you on our pages every Saturday morning by 10 a.m. All you just need to do is follow us across our social media pages and also subscribe to our page on YouTube, The Boom Show. Till I see you next week, keep booming.